what I did, I was doing for someone else. She just got away. So now I'm here. So are you, because of her.
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jarrell.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to confirm some recent rumors that we heard about Austin Amelio and his character Dwight in The Walking Dead.
That's right. So Austin Amelio was speaking at Wizard World in New Orleans, and
Well, first we obviously need to confirm.
Yeah.
Did we confirm in our last video? That was just rumor in our last video.
no, we did confirm it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did
Sorry.
confirm. So Austin Amelio, if you guys are checking it for the first time, Austin Amelio, who plays Dwight in The Walking Dead, is crossing over to Fear the Walking Dead. He will be in season 5 coming up this year, and
That's right, we did.
we did, and it's to tell you the truth, it's a little bit hard to hear,
Disconcerting.
disconcerting.
It's a lot to swallow because
Yeah.
I really wanted him to make his way back to the group.
Because there was a lot of storyline they could have used, especially from his comic storyline from After All Out War. A lot. Dwight was a very good character in the comics, side by side with Rick, working with Maggie. I mean, just awesome.
Yeah. And truly, I think that Daryl was always going to take
took
that
that
role.
over. He took parts
but
of it.
There was still so much story, Daryl and him. But we knew that once they had that 5-year skip and he wasn't in there,
Yeah.
you kind of saw the writing on the wall that he was not going to rejoin the cast for The Walking Dead.
But we didn't expect him to go to Fear.
No, absolutely not.
No. So like we said, he was actually talking at Wizard World in New Orleans on January 4th. And he was kind of just giving some insight, his comments about the crossover.
Yeah.
So one of them was, he's like, I get to have a consistent job and work with amazing people. There's too many memories to expand upon. For some reason, Dwight keeps getting blessed with the best of both worlds, which is great because he mentioned I think late last year that he said that he's alive in the world somewhere, and he's going to be looking for Sherry.
Yeah.
So, but the biggest piece.
Yeah,
comes
I'll
next.
just read the next quote. I got to work with actors from Alexandria and the Saviors. Now I get to work with actors from Fear the Walking Dead. And here's the most important part of this entire interview. After a year and 2 months of being a really good secret keeper, that's really exciting. I get to work with everybody in this world. I feel really blessed. So a year and
2 months.
2 months. So that's pretty specific. A year and 2 months. He could have said, a year and a half, 2 years, a year and 2 months. So that tells you in itself that he's being truthful, for one, because he doesn't have to say that. Or if he did say it, it doesn't mean that it's actually true. But yes,
It's out now.
It tells us that Scott Gimple, Angela Kang, and the rest of the producing crew had this storyline planned.
They had this planned. So one thing that it kind of confirms is they could have had different scenarios for Dwight. Let's say, okay, do we want to have Daryl kill Dwight at the end of season 8? No, I don't think fans would like that. Do we want to have Dwight kind of go into his comic book role where he's going to take over the sanctuary in part of season 9? We're paying so much money to Daryl now because Rick's leaving. Let's have him do that. So then they're like, we have a great idea. Let's take him over to Fear the Walking Dead, where now his story is just irrelevant, and it's all going to be about him finding Sherry, which is fine, but he's not going to be on Althea's tapes. I guarantee that. If they put that in there, I'm going to be pissed. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know what they would have thought for Dwight's ending, but they had to have thought of something, and they're like, scratch it. Let's move.
It fits because Fear the Walking Dead obviously has lost a lot of main characters.
It's lost a lot of pub, too.
So bringing Dwight on, and I'm not saying for the ratings. They're not doing this for the ratings because they did Morgan for the ratings. And Dwight, while he's an awesome character and an amazing actor, Austin Amelio, I don't think it's necessarily for the ratings. But
I hope not.
it's going to be interesting to see how they mix him in. Obviously, we know that he's going to be looking for Sherry, but does he find Sherry? And does Sherry even join the cast of Fear the Walking Dead as both of them? Look,
that's the big question. Yeah.
Look, he's going to be joining the cast, and he's going to remain on the cast for a while, simply because he's a main character.
Yeah, it's just how this season is gonna pan out. We don't have a lot of details yet. We know we'll get more later, but we just wanted to throw this out to where I thought this was very interesting, that line that he said to confirm that they had this planned.
That means they got other storylines planned.
They have other, and that's the thing that Scott Gimple said. There could be other crossovers back and forth. Who knows?
I would like to see a back and forth. That'd be awesome. But again, you have to match up the timelines.
It's tough now.
There's going to have to be a time skip in Fear the Walking Dead to do that.
Right.
So it'll be really interesting. And what I'm looking forward to the most is the Dwight and Morgan the reunite of them two.
Well, I was also thinking, Dwight and Morgan really didn't have a lot of scenes together.
No, they didn't.
I mean, they know of each other,
and
but
there's not really any conflict there because he knows that Dwight was on their side in the end.
Right.
So
yeah, Morgan.
I'm just looking for
exactly,
the little Easter eggs of Negan being mentioned or something like that,
or Dwight. Like, the biggest thing I think I'm excited for is Dwight telling the story to Morgan. That's how Morgan will find out about Rick.
No, he doesn't know about
Dwight.
Rick.
Doesn't know about Rick.
No.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah. To Dwight,
but he'll tell
Rick
him
is still alive and running, and the community's thriving.
He'll tell him about what he'll tell Morgan is, Rick had a chance to kill Morgan. He didn't, and Negan. Yeah, Negan's still alive. So I think that'll also bring some conclusion to Morgan, of what Rick was wanting to do.
But he knows that Negan's in jail. Like, they didn't specifically say that, but Dwight knows everything that's happened.
Right.
And what we know is that Daryl, made him go. But at that point, you got to imagine that Daryl and him probably were up to speed on everything that was happening around the community.
Probably.
So, it'll be really interesting to see. Let us know what you think is going to happen with that reunite of Morgan and Dwight.
Yeah, let us know in the comments, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you feel free to subscribe to the channel. Follow us on social media, on Twitter and Facebook at NocBro Nation. We'll see you next time. I'm Jarrell.
And I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.